Hi, so today is very, very exciting because we also get a second chance to see the Slate Truck in person, but this is the SUV open air version. So this is what you would get if you want to bomb around the beaches with no roof, but also enough seats for you and all your friends. So let's get into it. So when we introduced this truck, we had Alex Leanz, who is lovely, but also 5'20", and I am 5'3". So this is what it looks like scale-wise with a person who is more within the range of normal humans. To start, this is it, and you can see right away there is that Slate signature in the front, but here's a little hint. If you see these little anchor points here, this all means that you are welcome to take your little tool and disassemble it and customize it as you will. This blue, by the way, this is a vinyl wrap that you can order. So all the Slate trucks, they come blank slate from the factory, which means that they have all composite body panels with no color, and all the color that you add, it's not done via a paint shop like a normal car. You do it via vinyl wrapping. So I would love to know what this looks like to do myself, because I get psyched out putting the screen protector on my phone. So I have before never done a car. This is just a prototype, so things aren't perfect. So just keep in mind that not everything you see here will be true to the production version, just like how there is a front trunk here, but because it is a prototype, we can't open it today. But this would be the height of the load floor. So you can see on me, it's about hip height, which is a perfect height for loading things. Sometimes when it's too high, really makes it difficult to get in there. And just like what we talked about, these points right here mean that you can change them or swap them around, or maybe even if you get into a small fender bender, you can just call Slate and they'll send you a replacement, or you can just run around with it too. Apparently they're pretty dent resistant. I will note one thing about all of these accessible body panels. You know, we asked Slate what is stopping, I don't know, if you park it on the street, say in New York City, which is where I live, what's stopping someone from coming up with, you know, like the same Allen key and just popping off a body panel and taking it home with them, maybe to sell on Facebook Marketplace or something. And I don't know if there is anything stopping you from doing that. Maybe that's a longer conversation for later, but that potentially could be something to think about. So yes, it is beautifully accessible, but it kind of sounds like beautifully accessible to everyone with the tool. So here's the bed. You can open it. It's a pretty hefty tailgate, and even with the seats added in, it's not bad. You know, this is a pretty hardy, scratch-resistant material, and you can see there are cup holders right there for tailgating, hold for sound. And these extra bars here, this is part of the SUV package. So the SUV top would just go right over it. But you have some structural rigidity there. And yeah, the trunk is still pretty decent. Let's see if I can close this one-handed. Yes, absolutely can. Here are the rear seats, which we are told can do a 60-40 split. They won't fold completely flat, but they'll be flat enough. And here is the driver's seat. As you can see, it is very basic. The whole Slate ethos is you don't want more screens that you don't need. So there's one driver information cluster, which is back here. It'll be on once the truck is on. This one is not on currently. And here are all of your lights, front trunk, parking brake, functionality. Here's your crank window down here. Crank windows in 2025, isn't that fun? This is their seat. There will be more carpet options, but again, this is prototype, so not everything that you see here will be making it to production. But yeah, this is your HVAC, and there are physical dials, and your phone would just go in this mount. In this truck currently, the mount doesn't move, but it would be able to move back and forth, and you would just, so your phone would go right there, just like that. And you'd be able to use all of your apps and existing tools. So here's your view. Here's your over the hood view. As a distance to move your eyes between here to see your phone and here to see your truck information, your speed, things like that, it's really not that far, you know? You can still keep your eyes on the road and everything is in view, which is great. There's nice storage right here. This also looks like it'll be customizable. And this doesn't open, but this will be additional storage as well. And let's see how much headroom I have. Pretty good, right? I've got plenty of room. The seats are supportive. At the moment, the seat foam feels a little hard on the hard side, but again, I'm sure that's something we can change. And also that might not even be the final version. So let's see what we've got back here. This is your second row with open air. Legroom looks decent. And as you can see, there are cup holders right here. It's nice. So here's the view that you're working with from the back seat. It is indeed very airy. Check that out. These will be all over Southern California for sure.